Holy cannolis, cannolis. What do you think about this dog? The real steel Pathfinder. That is nutty. It's nutty, buddy. It's nutty, buddy, with a Scandi grind, is what it is. What is that? 14C, right? 14C 28N. But here's the real kicker. It's an Ivan Bragnitz design. Okay, have I got stuff on here? Ivan Bragnitz design from Ukraine. Wild knife, huh? This one's blue denim micarta. Man, that's a good size knife too. I like that. Mikey liked that. Mikey liked that. Oh, and by the way, see how deep carry that is? So you can flippity flip the clippity clip, right? You got the little blank pumped in there so you can go or whatever you want, right? But dog, that's a knife. Get out of here. Come here, give me this shit. Okay, now 14C Scandi grind. Didn't I tell you? You wouldn't listen. 3.83-inch blade. Whoa, 8.75 overall. Crossbar lock. Ivan D. Yeah, they always roll them up in this microfiber cloth, which is pretty heavy duty microfiber cloth. And then what do they do? Or is this just a general of the general? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. I don't think it's the exact, nah, it's not the layout of this one. Okay. No. Okay. But there's the box, real steel. You know the deal, right? And here's what they say: denim micarta, Pathfinder folder. Kick that open. Dual, ambidextrous thumb studs. These are down right on there. It's not giving you a lot of extra, but you can do it. You can do it. I trust you. I know you'll learn. No flipper tab. Just get over that one. Or, oh yeah, I know. This is always the thing. Oh my God, I don't know how to get it open. I don't know. You can just pull this back and flip it open like this. um, and its lockup is pretty good. Okay. Never mind. Give me a piece of paper, damn it. I'm gonna have to do something. Oh, baby. That walked right through it, didn't it? Oh, yeah. Got us some Sandvik steel here on a Scandi grind. And yeah, okay. But this is a good size knife. Woo, it lets you spread out, man. I mean, you got a living room. It's the size of a dance hall. This is good size. You can just take vacation on that end, go to work on that end. Man, wow. And you got a little fuller in here. That's kind of nice. But that's a blade. Talking about getting some stuff done right there. Oh, yeah. Crossbar lock. Boom. Not a problem. Centered up. No play. Let me play with this a little bit. Nah, no play in when it's closed either. No play with the blade or anything like that. Design flows nice. You can see the back of the blade though, so it doesn't really flow into that bolster. But I'd say blade to handle length is everything it can be. Everything it can be. Let me take a look at this. Okay, so backside, kind of interesting how this is cupped, this pivot area, and on this side too. But this is where your entry point is. Obviously, you probably got those Omega springs, right? In here, getting that done. Yeah. You might want to check it out. I saw they got this in purple G10 too, with like a different, like a yellow backspacer or something like that. So I thought, that's interesting. I didn't see the purple one before. Okay, so 3.8. Okay, I'll go with you. I'll go with you on that. 4 down there, but close to 100 or 97, 98 millimeter blade stock length. And then, yeah, 8 3/4. Not quite 22.5 centimeters, but that's a good sized knife. And needless to say, what else is going on here? Ooh, almost 6/10 thick. It is. It's a fat boy. I mean, this is one of those, meaty monsters, that you could just, I mean, this is not going to be a gent carry, discreet carry, any of that. Okay. This is just a meaty monster that you can use to get the hell out of it. And ooh, yeah, that's solid. I mean, you could use some cutting with that. You got lots of, get you that thick. What is that? What is that? Tomahawk steaks that come about that thick? Hold on, will that work? Hell yeah, that'll work all damn day. Um, Not a thin little dog like we're talking about that thick, right? Oh yeah, no problem, baby. Oh man, cut it up. And yes, and you got jimping on top. Man, now I'm getting hungry. Why'd I bring that up? Oh, I saw him do that on a grill and then finish it off with butter and herbs and, oh God, and nice Pittsburgh rare. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. This is your good camping steak eating knife or chopping whatever else up and putting it in the pot. But 6/10, because you can wrap your hand around that sucker. You got it. It's got you 14.6 millimeter. But what are we doing here? What do we got? Only 3 millimeter blade stock, 0.11. Come on. Nah, that's it. Okay. That's it, folks. But usable grind, right? Lots of stuff. Get out there as a camp knife or whatever. Let's turn this on. And it's contoured, fits the hand nicely. I mean, I think the only bitch and moan somebody might have is that it's just digging that thumb stud out. And you don't really have any, availability to try and flick it on this fuller. You can't really do that. I mean, you can't get in there enough, but you can get behind that and you can kick it open that way. You can get behind this and you just push forward, right? And it kicks open. So there's that. Okay, 131 grams, considering it's just shy of 9 inches. I mean, 8 3/4, whatever, shy of 9 inches. 131 grams. And let's go back to ounces because 131 is not that heavy. Oh man, it bounces past me on the ounces. 4.62. 4.62. Nah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Considering the size, considering the thickness of this dog, too. And, you don't have nested liners or anything. They're out there loud and proud, although they're skeletonized. Yes, they are. Nice, even color on the micarta. I mean, and yeah, I get myself in trouble every time when I talk about my Carter because you lay this down and then a puddle of water or something develops. It soaks it in, right? Where G10 repels it, and so I mean, for an outdoorsy bang around, going in the dirt, knife, I think G10 would be my preferable material. But I'm pretty good about keeping my knives clean and using them properly and not being too abusive. So this will be fine. This will be fine. And yeah, I like the blue. I like the blue denim. So this is good and it feels good. And this is probably a bit more tactile, if you know what I mean, than G10 most times. Although I haven't taken a good look at the G10 on this to see how that how that is, because I don't have one in that with that, and I don't know if they've got how the grain is on the G10. But with this contouring and the size and everything, you can really get a hold of it. I don't know. There's something about it I really like, but I like the Hugin that he did, and it was somebody like spelled it Huggin, but it's not. It's Hugin, Hugin. I think they put two G's in there accidentally or something. But oh well. But he's done some other knives I really like and I've kept because I like Bragnet's sense of design, and I like the fact that Real Steel's not shy about putting a real knife out there. And this seems all the stuff to me and solid. Now, I mean, it's not S35VN or anything, but this is, corrosion resistant, good user steel, easy to resharpen. And so that just depends on, you know, what you're into. But I'm fine with 14C. I wish a lot more of the stuff that's D2 would be 14C instead. So, but yeah, because I like a higher chromium content, for sure. And there's a lot of kitchen knives, right, that are Sandvik steel, that kind of thing. So, okay, I'm good with that. I'm good with it. I like the knife. I like the design. I like the feel in the hand. And it's solid, but it's not even 5 ounces, 4 point something ounces. You know what? That ain't much for a knife like this, especially as thick in the hand and hardy, full, backspacer. And look at the kind of like topped it over here. Isn't that weird? But okay, whatever. Lanyard hole. Yeah, went all the way with that sucker. Now, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Well, I know we're gonna go this way. Okay, I'm gonna maybe just take the front scale off. I really hate total disassembly of when they've got the Omega springs in them because they're a little fiddly to put back together, and I don't want to be that fiddly today. Oh yeah, they got a little bit of thread locker on there, don't they? Now what do we got? These are number 6s. They gotta be, right? Yeah, they are. And do I really? I guess I do need to do that. Okay. I always do the minimum. Always want to do the minimum to get it apart. I don't want to get into a big melee, but let's see what we got. And come on. Yeah, they had something helping out here, don't they? And this this screw's longer than that screw, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay. Back one longer than front one, which means this is going through some more material there. And there's the deal. And of course, here's your little blank that you can push out of here and, put the pocket clip in and then put this over to the other side to flip the clip, right? So there's that. And let me kick it back in here. Okay. Okay, so this is presentation side, and then you get machined area out here to accommodate for the Omega springs. And then there's a little notch that the Omega spring goes into, little hole right there. And of course, it goes around the piston here and does that on both sides. So the problem is I can't open the knife up and show you anything unless I take this off here and then open up this whole side and take this off too and take this bar coming down through this open area and all the way out. Then I can pull this liner off. But yeah, and then it just gets fiddly to put it back together that way as well, especially since they don't give me a separate way to unscrew this. That way I can just pull them off separately. Then when you reassemble it, it's a little bit more tricky because you're putting everything together from one side. Or at least that's the way it seems to me when I've done it before. And I've done it a half a dozen times. But there's what it's like here. Okay. So I don't know what it says in the specs. Probably ceramic bearings in here because I don't know washers to work like this. Okay. So I'll put that down below here. But you know, you got a mega spring, so it's an axis lock. I mean, basically, it's the same kind of setup. Big old stop here, right? Whew. That's some heavy duty right there, isn't it? Dog. But it looks clean, looks good. Internal screw here. Make note, right? The little machining right there. Okay. Right there. Oh, yeah. Apart and back together. Thank God I didn't take it all the way apart. I am not a big fan of reassembling Omega Spring knives that don't have entry on both sides, so I could just pull them apart equally. You got to push the pivot all the way through. You got to take the other, push this crossbar lock down and out, and you know it just becomes more involved. If it ain't broke, don't fix. It's all I got to say. But hey, she's a big old knife, isn't she? And it seems solid, and it's sharp, and it's a crazy cool design. Another one from Real Steel, nice one. This Pathfinder folder. Take care, my friends. I got the link below where you can go buy this lovely piece of cutlery. Check out my website for pre-owned knives as well. I'll put the link down below as well. And stay sharp.